So, I'm just thinking at the moment, in memory at, I, the, I don't know if I say this wrong, Fernando, right, he habla is Espanol, but he does not, right, he calls himself Korean, but I say you are not. The venereal kids in New York that drive all the fancy cars while the rest of us have no jobs and no food, no hope. They're the venereal Korean kids. They're the only ones I saw with the eye that looks different. But because Fernando was upset about his people, but I said, your people down elsewhere, they're without the horse city of New York, they're different. Right, so he was mad because he wanted to fly something. I don't know, there's pilot, co-pilot in a whatever. Then he says, listen, he says, right, the argument was he wanted to fly. He said, no, I fly. My woman, I fly. And he said, you hold the medic thing. He says, it's everything that's attached to her. Right, so that was that. But then... Right, so so one's flying, and right, then there was the boys' conversation, or the men's conversation about, is it strapendito? It's, right, you hold the guns, so you're the more important one for protection for her back in the back, right, see, look to the positive things, right, and then it was, strapendito, and then, right, right, Suave was, right, and then he said, right, he was trying to get over because of the legends of the witch and the words his ancestors taught him, because meeting me, it didn't, right, he was trying to, but he was more cautious than anything, and it was, right, Bandito, right, right, but that's not necessarily the bad word, because, right, it depends on who's calling you that. Right, I would be, right, I was the little one they weren't supposed to touch, but they were the strapendito. Yeah, see, I was going through the whole conversation going, right, you'll have to talk me through the words, because I have to break them down. And, I don't know your version of... Spanish. I guess it's Spanish. I mean, Spanglish maybe, because we'll work this one out together. Like, I'll know English, or, all right, he's English, you're saying you're Spanish, and nobody can put their finger on it at the moment because the pilot doesn't want a word on it. Right, got that. Okay. I think that is it for the moment to get me out of the mas with the, right, yeah, the most dangerous thing you can do is give the children pens, because then they think they're legislators. Like, it's just the simplest thing, and they're like, oh, wait, no, now I'm important, now I get a say. You're like, you are the most dangerous child in the world. We're trying to fix stuff, and you give them this and a notebook, and now all of a sudden they're creating laws and oppressing all of the good people and starving some people one way and making up, like, Mickey Mouse names of diseases so they have money coming directly to their bank accounts every month. Why do you make such utilities that are so dangerous for all the rest of us humans? I know, it looks harmless, right? So do your Koreans, until they drive up with a license plate that says corrupt on it, and it's like a Audi whatever, and they tell me that they practice law. Yeah, whose laws? I'm just curious.